So in the last episode, I left you guys off when I was in North Carolina, coming down the coast, you know, just after getting the boat, not too long before that. And I just want to do a special episode because of the certain circumstances that happen and where I am at the moment. I am in Marathon, Florida, which is in the Keys, which is just a neighbor to Key West, not too far from Key West, and we got hit pretty hard here. And so because of the circumstances, I just want to make a special episode to show everything that's gone on. I just want to show what I've been going through and what a lot of other people around here have been going through because of the hurricane. And I think just time-wise, it makes sense to put out this episode early and not wait. And then after I put out this episode, I'll get back to my trip coming down the East Coast, and I'm gonna try and catch up on videos faster. You know, just to get more in sync, in time, and in the present. So here we go, episode for the Keys, Hurricane Irma 2017.
Along our coastal communities, storm surge, one of the biggest concerns and the most deadly as Irma draws near. And as we saw with Hurricane Harvey, rising waters can be far more devastating than winds.
I'm curious, as you look at this one, how does it compare to the 8 you handled directly in Florida?
Well, we had 2 or 3 Cat 4 storms. This one is bigger, and it's as powerful as any that has hit the, maybe other than Andrew, that's hit the state. But it's the path it's taking is going to impact more people than any storm that in the past.
No question about that. We will see storm surges between, I think, 10 and 15 feet across the Keys, maybe even more into Key Biscayne. There goes the storm. We argued yesterday about how much the Euro and the GFS were apart. Today, they are within 15 miles of each other. This is your final key.
The entire state of Florida is bearing down on Florida and could bring catastrophic devastation from one end of the state to the other. The latest forecast is just coming in for Hurricane Irma. It's now a Category 4 with winds of 155 miles an hour and is roaring toward Florida. The monster storm, which has already killed at least 24 people and devastated entire islands, is not finished with the Caribbean. Cuba and the Bahamas are being battered right now, but Florida is bracing for a catastrophic direct hit. There could be storm surges of up to 12 feet along the coast, and the powerful core of the storm could hit the Keys and then the Everglades near Miami, barreling up through the entire Florida peninsula. That's prompted what may turn out to be one of the largest mass evacuations in U.S. history. Last chance. Florida's governor warns that this is the last chance to evacuate or get to shelter. Get to shelter. Get to shelter.
Boot Key, Wednesday, before the hurricane. Hurricane Irma is on its way, plowing through Puerto Rico at the moment. Puerto Rico. Hopes and prayers for them and all the other islands surrounding. Everything else that's gonna get hit. Right now it's saying, just took the Genoa down. Most people are ahead of me. I got a slow start on it because everyone kept telling me, oh, it's gonna go up the East Coast. But right now it is aimed directly at the Keys. But the people on the news keep saying they don't know exactly where it's gonna make landfall. But taking the sails down. Hopefully I can get this Dodger and Bimini down because the zippers are just kind of old. I've been spraying them down with some PB Blaster. Probably take this, I'll take this solar panel off here. That one in the back though, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get up there. It's pretty high up there. They got their solar panel still on. I think it'll be okay. What I am concerned about is that radar though, because I have not fixed the backstay yet and it just flops around. And I've got to get that thing off. That'll be bad. And then I got to figure out where I'm gonna go. Am I gonna go to Miami? How can I get there? Bum a ride? I don't know. Figure out what other people are doing, I guess. Got a couple days. They're actually evacuating people today, the visitors, and then everybody else is supposed to leave shortly after. So we'll have to see. I don't know. Alright, so I'm sitting on top of the boom here, and I just took the radar off and I had to cut the wire, sadly. But I'm guessing it's just a wire, and I don't even use the radar anyways. And I looked at the unit down below. It's from 1988, so I'm sure I can update. I needed to update anyway, so yeah. Cut the wire right there. It's the only way I could get it down. I mean, if the backstay wasn't broken, probably just would have left it. But if hurricane comes, it was already wobbling just when we were sailing. The hurricane, it would be really bad. Okay, so got both sails down, the main down, and still got the solar connected just so I have power and enough power because my batteries have not been the greatest, and I want to make sure that the bilge is going to have battery. That's kind of important. So next step, I'm going to clean the cockpit here so when all the rainwater comes in, nothing gets clogged in there and it fills up. So that's the next step. Okay folks, Thursday evening, the Hurricane Irma due here. Start to see the start of it Saturday morning, I think they said. And it's been a pain in the butt trying to get this boat together. Take it apart actually. Let me step on up here, show you. I've got 3 lines on. I was trying to put a thicker 3rd line, but I just couldn't fit it through the mooring ring. So I've got these things to prevent chafing. And hopefully my lines will hold. The moorings are supposed to be special hurricane moorings, so that should hold. Hopefully everybody else's boat around holds. I've heard that there's some down that way that have just been left there. That could be a problem, but I think someone's going around trying to check on those things. There's another cover. Anyways, I'm ready to go. I gotta get out of here. I'd like to stay and do more if I could, but I don't really know what else I could do other than just tightening things up. But I gotta get going because the last buses are leaving, the last evacuation buses, and I don't want to be here for the hurricane. For what I've read about it, some people are staying. I think they said 20 people are staying in the key here. This guy's staying right here. Uh-oh. Look what I see. The hurricane hasn't even come yet, and this guy's boat just sank. That boat was called the Great Old Broad. And it just sank. I saw him pumping out water yesterday, and now it's underwater. What? Oh man, that is such a bummer. Alright, goodbye boat. I hope you're still there when I get back. And not underwater. Like this guy's. Take a look at that. That just sunk today. I saw him on it earlier. What a bummer. Hope he had insurance of some sort. It was an old boat though, called the Old Broad. Great Old Broad. So I'm on the bus, heading to Miami. Left the boat, hoping for the best. That's what they say. They say, prepare for the worst, hope for the best. I am on a very big bus, and there's only 3 passengers. Most people left the previous 2 days, so they're evacuating the last couple people. I am going to stay at a motel tonight, and then I was planning on going to a shelter, but I don't really want to go there at night, and Miami's not the safest area, so sometimes. So I'm just going to stay at a motel tonight and then figure out tomorrow what the plan is after that. Alright, so first night I am here at the Fairway Inn, just where the bus let me off, by the Walmart. This is gonna be nice for a night. I think I earned it after the last couple days. Putting that boat back. Man, that feels good. I can't remember the last time I slept in an actual bed.
More than 1 million are without power as trees toppled onto power lines and roads.
We have requested the help from the people in this town to help clean this road up.
That's the roof. The roof is about to come. Yep, there it is.
An American family from New Mexico.
So I found something that was open. I just skateboarded halfway, took the bus halfway, found a Subway that was open. Amazingly. They're out of a lot of ingredients, but that's alright. I'm charging the board. And I got about another 8 miles to go until I get to Florida International University, which is where they have a shelter. Hopefully it's not full. If it is, I think there's a couple other shelters around there. They'll direct me somewhere. They gotta put me somewhere. Anyways, it's about to go down. It's headed right for the boat. I'm a little nervous. Had half a sub, save the other sub for later. Hydrating before I head into the shelter. Anyways, last thing I saw, last model I saw, or whatever they call that route of the hurricane, headed right into the Keys. So, you know, just hoping the boat holds up, hoping the other boats hold up around my boat. I'm sure something is gonna happen. I think I should have taken the Bimini down somehow, because I thought the Eye was gonna head up towards the East Coast, which is what they were saying for a while. We'll see you guys at the shelter, or on the way to the shelter. Here, check out all these emergency evacuation buses. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all together, going to bring people back to the shelters. I'm on the final bus to the shelter. Okay, I am here at Florida International University after my final bus. I am looking for the shelter hangout. Bus guy told me it was this direction, but I have not seen it yet. Okay, I found it. Hurricane shelter, right there. Alright, so here's the entrance to the shelter. This is the gymnasium pretty much. This building here is where everyone's kind of laying down and has a little spot picked out. Here's the entrance here. They have a kitchen right around here serving food for everyone. Everyone gets out. This is looks like a news channel coming by with a big camera. Looks like he likes the same spot I picked out. Oh, look at the turtles. We got turtles. Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't that awesome?
And here comes another guy. Okay, I gotta climb the hill to eat.
I got one with me, a video of me holding him. And him eating them.
He runs away, I got it.
Isn't that cool?
That's so cool. Florida International FIU University here on the boosted board. Just enjoying the beautiful campus before the hurricane hits.
We've got a whole lot more to get from Irma before this thing is over.
Yeah, a monster storm.
That wind is kicking us toward there, I'll tell you that.
It's not going to look like it, is it? It's not going to look like it.
I'm not going to hurt it.
Kind of like gas and that.
You gotta get in that road there. Just taking video.
It will stop it. I know, you thought it was a good idea. I know you thought it was a good idea.
Tonight's dinner, it's like some spaghetti, some kind of soup,
Meat.
crackers, and fig Newton, which came like in those like military packets. I forget the name of them. What do they call them?
MRE.
MREs. MRE packets. Just ran across the way to use the bathroom in the building next door. Check this out. starting to come. We're gonna make a run back to the other building now. Just ran to get some snacks at the vending machine. Check this out. Look at this pathway. The pathway of destruction right here. It's blowing. Snapped right in half. Man, grounds crew is gonna have some work to do. You can see the massive destruction of Hurricane Irma as it plowed through the campus.
Irma!
There's a pink bird running through the forest.
Irma!
The massive destruction ripping apart through the trees. Massive branches snapping in half, snapping in two. Whoa.
Irma!
Irma! Go, 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 go. So after just being transferred, we were transferred again. But this time there was nothing to complain about. We were moved across the street to the fairgrounds where a room had opened up for us Keys people after some of the Miami evacuees returned home. This was a much better situation. We actually had some cots to sleep on, not sleeping on the floor anymore, and the food provided for us was definitely a step up. Also, local restaurants came offering more food and even desserts. Strawberry sorbet. And Red Cross donations were coming in from all over. Got some pants here and a shirt. Some facial scrub, facial moisturizer.
It's over here.
Wow.
It's over here. I can do it again. Do it again. Watch. It's gonna go. Oh wait, no, it didn't work. Oh, you know what? It was doing that shit.
Hey, buddy. Yay!
Wow.
Thank you.
Look at Fiona.
What was that? Say it again.
Cute. Kisses.
And some of the Miami Dolphins football players even showed up. And we were even blessed with the presence of a former president.
Big Joe right here, guys. But he never had really been with a real boxer before.
Yeah, he did
So no
good
matter
for
how
him.
good he was and what he was doing, the first time Mayweather just played with him. This time he made it
Speech
work.
at the where they had all the graves for the soldiers.
Yep.
Yeah. In that cemetery there.
I did. I went to the war memorial there.
Yeah, the memorial. Yeah.
I'm from. Are you going to Ocean Drive?
All right, so the bus is about to come in a few hours here. So packing everything up here at the shelter. Everybody's waiting in line for lunch still. There's a crepe restaurant that showed up. We got crepes. Many people have shown up, donating their services and donating clothes and donating food. But about to say goodbye to the shelter. Been here 2 weeks. Well, the one at Florida International University and this one. And about to hop on a bus back to Marathon. We'll see how the boat's doing. A barber in Key West. And this gentleman, your name again?
Oh, Crazy Larry with a C from Marathon.
Crazy Larry with the C from Marathon. He's going to be mayor of Marathon someday.
Yeah, send money you know you want to.com. Crazy Larry and the Keys.
How was your time here?
This was like a vacation. I'm definitely coming back.
Somebody got the bag outside.
Do not go crazy.
Finally leaving the shelter, headed back to the Keys.
We're looking for.
You can see there, Marathon High School. Kind of stinky around here. All the sewage came up, I guess. And you can see trees are all around. Not much palms on the trees. Dirt's everywhere. I'll get a better view of it tomorrow. For now, gonna go to sleep. Leaving the shelter here. Got here last night. Gonna go to check out the boat. See if it's all right. Look at all the debris piled up here, just outside the high school. all the leaves on the trees are gone. It's like wintertime. Wintertime in Marathon. Looks like we found the official dump. Hurricane Irma dump. Wow. That is a lot of stuff. A lot of debris. It's a hot one. Coming into the park here by the marina. I'm about to see everything. Kind of nervous. There's lots of tents set up here for relief efforts. Here we go. Marina's right down this road. About to find out what's up with the dinghy. Try and get to the boat. Oh my. Something's telling me my dinghy is not gonna be there. There's a sailboat up on the land there. Holy smokes. Oh man. Entire floating dock in the middle has just been pushed over. My dinghy was down here by the hut. Looks like the hut's still in good shape. Let's go see if my dinghy's there. Holy smokes. Wow. I don't know how that got up here, but it did. And guess what, folks? Sorry for that guy, and sorry for these guys. Wow. Oh, my dinghy, it's right here. Looks like it's in good shape too. That's not where I left it, that's for dang sure. But it's there. I think they're trying to pull something out of the water with this towboat. They are gonna pull something here. Oh, it's going all the way back to that sailboat. Oh my goodness. Look at that. They're trying to get this sailboat out the mangroves. I didn't realize that's what they were pulling. Pull, 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 pull. They're trying to tow this boat out over here. And on the other side, it looks like someone got hurt just now. There's an ambulance and someone's on the ground. Lots of activity here at Boot Key after Irma. Right in half there. Looks like another dinghy did okay. Most of them are gone. I don't know if the owners came back and got them or they just floated away. There was about 10 of them here. But I only see 2 now. Mine and that other one. But you can see the rope, the line comes down here, and I attached it to this metal stake that was underground over here, under all the rocks. And I didn't know it, but it was attached to a cement block. And that cement block, I guess when the water came up, when the water rose, it lifted the block up out of the rocks, and it anchored itself to this tiki hut. You know what happened was all those rocks got pushed with the surge and are on top of that now. So that held it, and the stake anchor held it, and it came through the tiki hut and is on the other side now. All right, so I'm deciding, am I gonna try and bring my dinghy through there, where those guys are at the dock, or over there? I'm leaning towards that way. flip it sideways and put it in the water that way, because that doesn't look too friendly to step into over there. The place I brought it up is behind me over here, but these sailboats are blocking it. Flip it. It's gonna be tough. I might need somebody's help for this. Got a little bit of a space right there. Try and get it into. Kind of tough because I'm still sick. All right, so the same guys that were pulling the boat out over there, trying to out of the mangroves, helped me lift it over the railing here and got it in the water. I'm pretty pooped. I'm gonna go drink some water before paddling out there. Just had some rain, so. Gonna have some more water. I'm just under the weather here. All right, paddling out now. You can see the boat right over there. Okay, people, finally made it back to the boat. And to be honest, it's not as good as I thought it was. Because every picture that I got from online, people cruising by, understandably was on the port side. On this side. And that all looks just fine and dandy. But if you move over the starboard side, the right side, I already knew the bimini was messed up, and that's okay. I mean, it was an old bimini anyways. I mean, it was a great bimini for sure, and it could have lasted a lot longer, but it was kind of holding the backstay in place, and so I just left it there. Hopefully FEMA or insurance can replace that. Now the starboard side. There's some railing here. I'm trying to figure out, to be honest, I'm trying to figure out if that's from my boat. Because I don't know if it is, because it's obvious that another boat got off and crashed into me. You can see the railings all down. And the reason I know for sure it was another boat is because that is not my anchor, folks. Just sitting on my deck. That is not my anchor. Another boat crashed into me. His anchor got hooked on my railing, ripped it all down, and apparently the force was so strong that it ripped off his boat and stayed on my boat. Wow. Other than that, everything seems to be all right. The mast is still here. That's a good thing. Forestay is still in place. Solar panels are okay. This is just the outside. I haven't even got inside yet. About to go inside right now. But yeah. Another boat hit me on the starboard side. Looks like I lost my Wi-Fi booster unless I put that somewhere else, which I don't think I did. I think I lost that Wi-Fi booster. And yeah, gained an anchor. Alright, so I opened up the hatch here and everything seems to look okay. Not a lot of water unless it dried already, I'm not sure. But there's something beeping in here, and I think it might be carbon monoxide alarm. So I'm gonna let it air out a little bit before I go in. Yeah.
So after surveying the damage, settling in a bit, and checking out more action and some interesting boats in the harbor, I joined up with the Boot Key community for some post-Irma food, discussion, and fellowship.
Just trying to figure out what to do about this stupid mess we got here. And just look around, because I really, the people that are here now are pretty much, you know, the impetus for what is going to happen with this boating community from here on out. And we've got to get people back here. And yeah, we already have, haven't we?
It's called the core.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought Gary Bush was. You got something you need to say, Dallas?
I do have something.
All right.
It brings a tear to my heart to say this, but the people that are actually going to walk away from their homes and their vessels and do what FEMA has to do, if there's anything I can retrieve out of their homes or their vessels, let me know, and I will do it free of charge. And I will get your keepsakes. I will get your whatever I can do. Let me help you. And Randy has been amazing. He's donated his equipment, and let's just be people and be humans, and let's and let me know. I will get what I can out of your vessel.
That's much appreciated. There's a lot of people here. I don't know their names, but I do know Holly's name, and I just want to personally thank you for helping me with my boat, and a lot of people. So
there's a little place I sometimes go, down where the sun shines and the palm trees grow. The water is clear, it's crystal blue, and baby, I can take you. We can make it on a boat. All right. Thanks, Joe.
Can't drown a con, 'cause we are marathon strong. Come on, marathon strong. Come on, marathon strong. Through the baddest storm in history, we are marathon tough. Through destruction and debris, stranger helps stranger, glove to glove. Though you make boats sing and you make roofs fall, screw you, Irma, you will not win. You and your eyeball, we are marathon strong, 'cause we right here where we belong, and you can't drown a conch, 'cause we are marathon strong. Come on, marathon strong. Come on. And every boat that floats and every wall that stands, make sure it's not over yet. And every life that's lost, we pray for them today, and we will not forget, 'cause we marathon strong, and we right here where we belong, and you can't drown a conch, 'cause we are marathon strong, marathon strong. Come on, marathon strong. Come on, marathon strong. Come on, marathon strong.
that's awesome. Thanks for letting me do that with you.
So as the song said, Hurricane Irma will not win. And overall, it didn't. The people of the Keys have really been Keys strong, as they say. And here in Marathon, they were truly Marathon strong. Though hurricanes rip into the land, tear houses apart, and damage and sink boats, they don't win because they bring people closer together than ever. Donations and relief efforts and the hard work of so many outside and inside the community have really brought Marathon back to what it almost was. Marathon will continue on being Marathon strong. As for me, I'm pretty lucky, all things considered. Yeah, I've got some boat work to do to get my boat back to where it was. But in my first year as a cruiser, it's a great learning experience, and maybe just what I need.
Thank you.